Hello, good morning, good day. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I would encourage you to invite loved ones. Join us, and be empowered. How's your week been? I hope you've had a beautiful week as we're entering the weekend. We're in November, counting days to complete 2024. There are still many things which can still unfold before this year comes to an end. In my time of reflection, in the morning when we had our prayer altar, we have it every Friday. Join us. It's a powerful platform and be blessed. But I will be quick. I got lots to do today, but I was just led to share this little piece that will empower someone out there about faithfulness to services. People get confused in life. It's not everyone that has been called into ministry in the church, in the building. There are many out there who have been called into ministry, but in marketplaces. What do I mean by marketplaces? Your sphere of influence at work, in everything you're rendering services. That is ministry at the marketplace. So whatever service you are rendering out there, that you're rendering those services unto mankind, is a calling. And when we look at Matthew chapter 25, it's talking about talent, the parable of the talent. Many people don't get the right concept about the parable of the talent. I just want to encourage us all, because before God empowers you, take you higher, there is a period of evaluation that He evaluates your work. He evaluates your services. And it's from the services and what you have been doing that you may be graded or you may be brought down. Just like at work, when you are efficient at work, you may be ranked higher. They may promote you because of the effectiveness of the job you're doing. And you may be demoted when you are not carrying out the tasks properly. God sees everything we do, and that is where we are graded into going higher or demoted. I don't care whether you are rendering services in the marketplace. When I say services in the marketplace, it entails every service to mankind. Even if you're a police officer, you're rendering services unto mankind. If you're a medical doctor, a social worker, you are rendering services unto people. You are a nurse, you are rendering services. A carpenter, you're doing a job. That is helping humanity to move forward. And the secret in which God created man is for services. And that is why the Bible says, Christ himself said, he is not the master but a servant. Because that's the posture, that's just how it is. We can't change it. That's just the nature in which God created man to render services. And if you look at people who God has elevated very high, they are people who have been faithful in every service they have been assigned. Go in the secret and ask to understand their journey. They will tell you the areas in which they have served. It's rare, anything ordained by God. It's rare for you just to skyrocket like that. You must be part of. You must participate in the journey. It's a process. It takes you from one step to the other, from one step to the other, and it is from that services you're rendering that you are empowered. You move into that full capacity to fulfill that which God has assigned you to fulfill. No matter the hedges you may go through, it builds your muscles into a bigger task assigned for you. And you will always only have exposure and access onto that greater portion if you have been able to accomplish the little you were handed to do. I always encourage people in life, never take anything for granted. If you're doing services, rendering services, do it diligently. Do it with love. Do it with that kind of do it. And when you do it diligently, the truth is you feel fulfilled. You feel satisfied. You feel accomplished. Let's just go deep into the parable of the talent. People were given different assignments. From the talent perspective, one was given 1 talent when the master was traveling. You don't know how long the journey was, but he gave someone 1 talent, he gave the other 2, he gave another one 3, he gave another one 4, he gave another one 5. The one he gave 1, which just implies he was a greedy person, not ready to share that which he had. He went, dug a hole, buried it. He said the master wants to reap where he has not sown. So he went and buried it. The one with 2 talents multiplied and had 4. The one with 3 multiplied. The other one with 4 multiplied it. 4 times 4, it became 60. The one with 5 multiplied it. Let's take mathematics and became 25. And when the master showed up on that fateful day, he said, I've been in a journey and I've given each one of you assignment, talent. Where is the money? He started with a one with five with one. He went and picked up what he buried and came and handed it to the master. Wow. The second did the same, third, fourth, and fifth. And after everyone has handed, the one with 5 talents who had multiplied his own, the master took the person who gave him 1 talent, he took that talent from him and gave it to the one who had 5 talents. And what was his statement? You have been faithful with a little. He had confidence and gave him. And the one who was greedy, who thought he knew more than everyone, lost everything. It just shows the reward in which we will have here on earth and still have reward in heaven. It's fact. And we'll be questioned about our services, about the talents God gave us. We are going to be questioned, whether we like it or not, whether the society accepts it or not. On that day of judgment, the time that will be judged according to our works, will be questioned. You were given this talent. How faithful were you with those talents? The truth in life is there are destiny carriers in life from creation when God ordained people. There are destiny carriers. And those destiny carriers, when they are up there, they know that the talent, the gifting that God gives, it enables them through light into the people God has like put into their branches, put into they are like a plant shooting, and they have branches. So some people destiny are connected to some, and if that person who is the destiny carrier has not been thrown into light, that will be able to pull out many who are connected in his or her destiny. Many will be pondering in stagnation because the person that has been delegated to bring them to light have not fulfilled the assignment. And that person who has been dedicated to bring others to life, if you have not fulfilled that assignment, you yourself will never have peace and rest, because there are things you have not been able to accomplish. There are things which are overdue. And until you align perfectly to those things, you find yourself living an unfulfilled life. All I can say is let's reflect on what God has bestowed upon us. Seek Him for wisdom on how to navigate and let it be fruitful. And after doing that, walk in that line, because anyone walking in the will of God and walking in alignment will be successful. No matter how the enemy fight, when it is that time, nothing can stop it. What I want us to take and ponder on: have you been faithful in services? Have you been faithful in your talent? How are you using your talent to serve humanity? Because that's the reason we were created. If you look at 5 fingers, they are not the same. Some people were given more talents because God already knew they can handle it. Some people were given less. But no matter how small yours is, make good use of it. Accomplish it. That is why even the one with 2 talents, the master was grateful with that one. He had just 2, but he multiplied that. The master was grateful with the person who had 3 talents. He didn't just keep the 3, he multiplied. The one with 4, he multiplied. And the one with the 5 talents multiplied. And because he did greater work, he had now more added again onto what he did. As we keep on stressing, working in alignment and fulfilling that which God has ordained and created us, we will just see escalation. Sometimes you see some people escalate like that. You don't understand the period of waiting, the period their talents, the Lord has been accommodating their faithfulness before bringing them to light. And you start saying, wow. May God help us understand and walk in our giftings unto the glory of God. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.